So I bought this Yashica Mat 124 for a couple of reasons. The first reason is that I really like the look of the TLR cameras. It just looks like a handsome camera. I don't think there's any modern camera today that looks as unique and fun as this. I've used this camera a couple times now, and whenever I'm outside using it, it always attracts attention. There's always someone who sees it and makes comments, or wants to ask about it. It's really fun to have something that generally sparks curiosity from strangers. The second reason was because I've never had a medium format camera and it looked fun to use. It's a nice change to get away from digital cameras and have something to play with. So in this video, I'm going to show you my very first time using this camera. This was recorded right after I got the Yashica and I had no idea how to use it. Enjoy! Okay, this is going to be the first time me ever loading this new Yashica, and I bought HP plus the 400 and also Portra 400. So this is color, this is black and white. So I'll use the black and white first, and then I'm going to use the Portra probably for a different video. They basically told me that there's a 2-week period before I'll get my film back, so it's going to be interesting to shoot this and then have to wait 2 weeks to see what I got. But all part of the experience, right? So let's see if I do this correctly. Hopefully I don't screw up, because I only bought one package, so it would be my luck that I mess all this up. So yeah, keep in mind I have no clue what I'm doing. What I do know is that there's a green arrow that I'm supposed to like line up with, and then this is already, my spool is already over here, but I think I'm supposed to line up the lip like that, maybe. Alright, so I don't know if the white should go to the top or the black. I'm guessing the white should go to the top. Is that in? It snapped in, so that's good. And put the lip in here. Alright, so far it looks like it's working. Alright, so there's the arrow, and the green arrow is like right here. It's like right there. So should be right there. Okay, close it. And it's on S, and I just roll it up until it stops. Okay, it stopped. And then I think, I don't know if I'm supposed to go backwards or not. I think I am. Like that. Alright. First image will probably be a complete blank. Let's find out. Alright, so yeah, here at the cemetery, try to do some black and white. I'm going to use my phone app to do the light metering. This is what it looks like. It's pretty nice. Very happy with this. And so I've been hit to the cemetery before, and I really liked this statue the most here. So this is going to be the very first photo that I take. It's just called light meter. And so okay, so I got the ISO on 400, and then my shutter I'm going to put on as, I have no clue. I guess I'm just going to say, saying at 500 shutter aperture is 14. Okay, that should be, so I'm looking through the magnifying glass to try to get it as sharp as possible. That looks like it should be pretty sharp. Right there. Ready? There we go. Alright, first one done. We're on number 2. Move this so I can't accidentally shut it. Let's go to the next one. This is what I'm going to do, because I really do like the face of this. I'm going to do a close-up of the face. So let's I'm assuming the light meter is going to say the same, but just check the light meter again. Alright, it's saying, yeah, same thing, 13. Alright, so f13, shutter speed 500, ISO 400. Alright, let me, I know you guys can't see this, but let me try to get my focus right. Okay, this should be it right here, and I'm gonna do it right about here. Perfect. All right, I hope these come out. All right, this is saying same thing, 513. I'm trying to focus it. I realized the GoPro, so I have the GoPro strapped to my hat, and so if you don't like actually, like, it might not line up exactly. So sorry guys. Okay, so is this ready? Yep, everything's ready. Try to get them as straight as possible. Right there, ready? Go. All right. I will admit, this is really fun. Light meter this thing, saying 11. So at shutter speed 500, aperture, nope, now it's saying 13. I'm gonna do 11. And let's see what kind of composition I want. All right, this is nice. So you got the statue on the left, or maybe it's the right. I can't tell because this thing's backwards. And the tree on the other side. Now, let me just make sure it's in focus. That looks good. It is kind of messing with me. Okay, here we go. There we go. Maybe? Okay, there we go. Wow, it's really, it's challenging, but it's fun at the same time. There. Okay, don't move. Nope, I'm moving. Stop. Right there. Maybe? Alright, that's good. Right there. Okay. Whew. Number 5 is next. So we'll try this. Let's light meter this guy. It's saying it's aperture 9.5. What if I go closer? 6.7. I would like to try to do a smaller aperture this time. So let's go with aperture of in between 8 and 5.6. The minimum focus distance on this is not that great. So now let me get this mirror out, zoom in. That's pretty much on par. All right, I think I got it. And 1, 2, 3. Cool. All right, number 6. This is saying F9, and that should be it. All right, that one went pretty fast, so that probably means I messed it up, but. All right, this one is saying F16. F16 at 500. Maybe use a magnifying glass here. All right, here we go. All right, number 8. Light meter saying F13. F13, shutter speed still 500. I'm not gonna mess with the shutter speed at all. I think that's the composition. And go. Okay. Go for number 9. All right, so I basically just took a photo of this statue and completely forgot to record it. So basically it was F22 is what it said to do on the light meter. And I'm hoping that this one turns out really well because it's such a bright statue. We'll see. Alright, the sun's beaming on this one on the side, so I'm going to try to get this on the side. And the aperture is saying f11. And here we go. Alright, number 11 next. Alright, now this is saying f3.5. Okay, let's try it. Here we go. Final one left. Actually, I'm going to use the last one just with the same subject, but closer up, because I really do like the light that's coming through the window. So I'm going to do it kind of off to the side. See if that, see if a closer up view does anything. So it's still 3.5. Oh, it looks good, I think. All right, and that's it. Now we just roll it up. I don't think it's gonna stop me. Not sure. All right, let's see what's going on. Okay, cool. So it just doesn't stop you, it just keeps going. But there it is. Pop it out. And here is my first film done medium format camera. Really cool. Alright, that was a lot of fun using this for the first time. It took 2 weeks to get the film developed, and now let's look at the results. So the first image of the statue, this turned out nice. There is something I noticed with this. You can see the name cut off at the bottom. I was afraid this might happen, and it's part of using this camera. Since it's a TLR, I'm looking through the top lens, and even though I have it lined up perfectly to not have the name in the photo, the bottom lens that actually takes the picture isn't 100% seeing the same thing I am seeing. So I don't know how to get better at that. But for the very first photo with this camera, I like this. On the side of the photo, you're going to see f14-ish. That's because the camera only has specific f-stops marked. So there is an 11 and there's a 16. So I put the aperture in between and hope for the best. And here's my post-processing version of it, where I crop it and brighten it up. This next image looks a little underexposed. I'm guessing I should have used f11 instead of f13-ish. This is a really good composition. And here's a brightened version from Lightroom. This photo is another example of how the bottom lens is slightly different than the top lens for composition, because I did not have the bottom base in the frame. In fact, look at this. Here's the moment I took the image. You can see I have it framed perfectly at the bottom of the statue. And the results shows I'm off. And here is my correction in Lightroom. Again, another photo where I had it framed right and the bottom part is off. So basically, I have to learn how to compensate for this. And here's my correction in Lightroom. This photo is okay. I should have used f3.5 instead of 6.5-ish, or reduce my shutter speed, but I didn't want to mess with the shutter speed yet. And here's my correction. This photo, I don't remember tilting so much. I think I focused on getting the background level that I didn't realize the statue was leaning. And here's my correction, which is hardly any change. This photo, I'm not really sure what to do differently. I could reduce the exposure, but then the face would be darker. I could increase the exposure for the face, but then the body would be too bright. I don't know, maybe this is the best exposure I could get. Here's a Lightroom correction. This photo turned out okay. And here's the correction in Lightroom. This one is overexposed. It was a really bright statue in the sun, so I probably should have used f32 on it. Here's the correction. Another overexposed photo. I probably should have used f22 on this one. Here's the corrected version. And here's where I go terribly wrong. The app said f3.5, but man was that wrong. Since 3.5 is the lowest I can go on the camera, I would have no choice but to reduce my shutter speed. I should have used a shutter speed of 100. Here's a corrected version in Lightroom. And this photo didn't turn out as bad, but still a little dark. And here's a corrected version. Alright, here are the top 10 photos to vote on. I think I like number 4 the best because of how I got the statue lined up on the right of the trees. So which photo do you like most? Vote by leaving a comment below. Thanks for watching.